excitement. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. Tonight, Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. And joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. And Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, D.A. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Ingram. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clark, you'd think that team chemistry would just improve as the season goes along, but maybe not if you have personality issues in that locker room.
You know, Kevin, it's one of the most fragile elements in team sports. Chemistry, culture, accepting roles, sacrificing your own individual game for the good of the team. And I think it's always a work in progress.
And as a leader, as I know you were when you played, I'm sure you were dealing with those things all season long.
Yeah, you try to lead by example, but also there's opportunity and times when you have to step up and voice what you see that could be detrimental to your team's success.
Conley gets the bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
And here is LeBron. Right side Davis. Over Bogdanovich. Tries again. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Conley. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Pass to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Ingles passes to Gobert.
Or the long limbs of Ingram coming to play on defense, bothering shooters with his length and his hustle.
Here's James. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Mitchell, who's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Conley gets the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Ingram outside. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Knocked away. He had stolen by Ingles. Conley the pass to Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Green. Bounce pass Howard. James kicks to Howard. And here's Green outside, and the 3-ball is good.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Conley against LeBron. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Knocked loose. Davis with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The drive by James. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Still playing at an MVP level LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
On the free throw, no good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
And his dedication to training and really maintaining his body is second to none. Alongside his
Oh, that was terrific!
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Outside Conley to stop the run. And it's sent back by Howard. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Good, and the assist goes to James.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Jazz trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gobert finds Conley. And here is Mitchell. James covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A putback, a rebound by the Lakers. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end. Well, you know, last season ended early for Brandon Ingram. Thoracic outlet decompression surgery, TODS. Not something you hear every day, but thankfully a full recovery is expected.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And Ingram's thoracic outlet syndrome, the same issue that affected Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because that injury typically is seen and is more common in baseball players. For Ingram, an early diagnosis of blood clots, which could have ended his career, led to the discovery. You know, relatively speaking, the final result and conclusion, a relief.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Conley kicks to Ingles. It's stolen by Davis. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 7. Trying to end the drought. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now James. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Outside, Davis. James looking around. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And it's Mitchell missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Green finds McGee. Lakers moving the ball around now. And it's LeBron missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And he finishes nicely on the way. Green's got his second bucket. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Well, that's why they're in front.
Aggressive play has both been nicely done.
Now here's Conley. Last time out he had 13 points. Passes it to Gobert. Ingles with the ball. Shot clock at 3. For 3. The Jazz with another miss. Lakers leading by 5. Down low. Here we go. One-on-one. And it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Utah calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
With some changes. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Davis, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Davis has got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Bradley. Trying to get open as Davis. Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Jazz trail by 11. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. The pass to Moutier to end the run. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Caldwell Pope finds Davis. Outside for Rondo. Launches a 3. A rebound by Jeff Green. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Moutier. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Off target on the outside leaner. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
We're really lucky to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his method.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Exum is out there with Moutier. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Green. And it's Davis in at the 4 spot. Moutier against Green. Green with the block.
In a moment here now to see the numbers for LeBron James. Coming off a terrific season, putting in about 27 points a game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown. At the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Exum deciding where to go with it. Trying to get open is Davis. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Exum's got his first bucket in this one. Lakers leading by 14. Pass to Cook. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Koenig.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Exum passes to Green. Back to Exum. And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Caldwell Pope finds James. Outside, Green. Three-pointer. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Green. Jazz trail by 16. Exum passes to Bradley. Rebounded by Howard.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Pretty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Bradley dishes to Green. It's tipped. On deep. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Green against Caldwell Pope. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Exum passes to Bradley. Good D by Howard. Los Angeles leading by 18. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. They get it again. Second chance shot. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Ed Davis.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
And the Lakers with some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for James. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cook.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard, as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
Here's Gobert. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
A challenging stretch here for Utah. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injury.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one play. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And the Jazz call time here. For a couple years now, the NBA has released the last 2 minutes report detailing missed calls in any game. Does it hurt the officials to have that information out there?
I don't think it hurts. It's not always comfortable, but I like the transparency of the move. I really do. I think when we're transparent about the human nature of what we do as broadcasters or referees or players or coaches, I think it makes for a better product. So I'm in favor of that.
JaVale McGee's check in for Los Angeles. Davis comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Here's Gobert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Gobert, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Rondo. Here's Ingram. Outside for Davis. Over Bogdanovich. And Davis with the basket on the assist from Ingram. Davis has got 8 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
And he's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Inside. And he banks in the layup. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Gobert against McGee. Here's Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. Conley inside the line. Caruso grabs the miss. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bogdanovich against Davis. Caruso, the pass to Rondo. Ingram wide open. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Rondo's got his 5th assist in this one. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. And that time, also a missed shot.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And that one, good. 12 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now Conley. To the middle. Mitchell's shot is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The drive by Rondo. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Mitchell. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Passes to McGee. To the paint. Here's Davis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
1:15 left to play in the first half.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West?
Here's Mitchell, and he makes good on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Davis with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Here's McGee. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 5. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caruso, the pass to Ingram.
Oh, that looks good whenever Ingram rises for the jam. Flushing it home in the face of the opposition. Poster.
Now, here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Boy, that long athletic body of McGee allows him to rim protect without fouling.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Man, they're important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound as well. Get us for second.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I love how they opened the game. They pushed the ball up court at every opportunity, and they put the defense on their heels. But it wasn't just a track meet. It was a well-thought-out strategy that the coaches had way beforehand. We'll see what adjustments get made to try to stop their transition game in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Caldwell-Pope out there with Jared Dudley. And it's Howard in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. McGee. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. There's the pass to Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. It's stolen by Green. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That one goes. Counted. Caldwell-Pope's got the first basket of the third quarter for Los Angeles. Conley with it. Pass to Ingles. Gobert down low, guarded by McGee, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's LeBron. 10 points for him. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert. Pushing it up. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. 14 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Clark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shots importance in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for Jared Dudley. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Caldwell Pope. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Conley surveying the D. Here's Mitchell. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. Off the left rim and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nice shot by James.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Conley kicks to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Conley. This one for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Back to LeBron. Pass to Howard. LeBron left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 18 points in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him. Yeah, he's been hooping. But the rest of the team, not so much.
LeBron against Conley from 10 feet out. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And now we get a chance to check out Donovan Mitchell. Good season for him last year. Last season, put up about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Exum in for Donovan Mitchell. Los Angeles calls timeout. Some changes for the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Howard. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. Fades and shoots. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
And when you're open, Rondo finds you. Always has his head on a swivel.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Outside Conley. The 10-footer. And Davis sends it back.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade, confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Feeds to Ingram. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got assist number 8 now on the night. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bradley up top. He's covered by Ingram. Gobert in the corner. They need this. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Conley with a wide open look. 3-pointers off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Inside and slammed up by Ingram.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
Outside, Bogdanovich. But they get it back. Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To the paint, here's Rondo. Nice pass, run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Rondo's got 8.
And although not the biggest guy, you gotta love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Passes it to Exum. Rondo against Conley. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for Davis. James comes in for Brandon Ingram. Danny Green, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. The Jazz also changing it up. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Green comes in for Bogdanovich. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. And here is LeBron. 13 points in the game. Caldwell Pope passes to James. Over Exum. A nice shot by LeBron. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Moutier with the putback, and it's Bradley on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
James outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Cook. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists now in the game.
Setting the table for his teammates. James enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Exum passes to Bradley. And it's sent back by Howard. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the wide open shot from Green. Drains the wing tray. Green's got 10 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Exum with it. He's against Green. Now Green. No points in the game yet for him. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's James.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop it. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
That one is off. And Utah making a change here. So he can't get either to fall.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
For Utah, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Now here's Caldwell Pope over Ingle. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lights. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Williams-Goss. Davis is out there with Green. Then it's Moutier. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 spot. To the left wing. McGee, the best of the dozen. Here's Caruso. And he converts the layup. Caruso's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Lakers. The Jazz shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Here's Williams-Goss. Kicks it to Moutier. The Jazz working the ball around now. Davis up top. Shot clock at 6. Poked away. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Rondo looking over the floor. And there's the pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside for Rondo. Back to McGee. It's tipped. It's stolen by Davis. Over to the left wing. Nail. Oh, took a big jump in scoring, but I think a lot of that is because of the prolific role players we have in the NBA now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. When you think about starters putting up points and then you have guys that fortify benches and can get points in bunches, the first name that comes to mind for me, Lou Williams. A designated role of scoring the basketball in limited minutes. And when he gets it going, watch out. Nobody quite like Lou Williams putting it in the basket as a role player.
Some changes for the Lakers. Davis comes in for JaVale McGee, and it's Ingram in for Jared Dudley. Ingram against Green. Ingram attacking. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Got it from 16 feet. Davis has got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Davis finds Green. Oh, he deflects off the backboard. It's Ingram on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Ingram passes to Davis. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Here's Williams-Goss. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. No good on that one. Great D that time from Davis. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Goes up, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
To the middle, here's Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now, here's Moutier. Defense right on him. Misses from close range.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Rondo kicks to Caruso. Green against Davis. 5 to shoot. Ingram trying to get open. That's good from Davis on the assist from Ingram. 32 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Davis dishes to Moutier. O'Neal against Caldwell Pope. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher. And they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Moutier with the ball. Pass to Williams-Goss. Fires the three. But they recover it. Right side, Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a ranging forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
That free throw, no good. Are there any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things? Incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
Here's Caldwell Pope. LeBron outside. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Cook missing. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Jazz. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. LeBron passes to Cook. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now, here's Exum, guarded by Green. Pass to O'Neal. Floats one up, and that's 2 points on the layup. O'Neal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Timeout called the Lakers. And LeBron James Clark climbing the all-time scoring list, last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. LA has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Tipped away. Cook kicks to Ingram. And the Lakers with another miss. Jazz have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Exum to the left side wing. Williams-Goss misses.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Ingram outside. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool, because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And slammed up by Ingram.
Boy, the perception of Ingram, the awareness, seeing a lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The 3, O'Neal misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Here's Ingram, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive. The second overall pick in 2016, a lot of expectations for Brandon Ingram. If anything, he puts that pressure on himself. This is a young man that wants to be great.
And Clark, they say Brandon Ingram, his own biggest critic. Does all his frustration and worry become, you think, a hindrance?
I think it can be, guys. I mean, you can't weigh yourself down with self-frustration and self-criticism, because it can keep you from being your best. At the end of the day, his talent is obvious. I think he's got tremendous upside, but that piece of the mentality that he brings has to be balanced out a bit.
Here is Cook. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Ingram. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Utah shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Davis.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here are the Lakers. They're on a 19-7 run. Ingram against O'Neal. Ingram attacking. The shot's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And here is Green. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did, come out of that timeout and never look back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.